So once more, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David. This is my home kitchen garden. Right, as you can see here, I'm going to show you what I have in my kitchen garden and what I use on them to get them the way it's looking today. Right, so let me start from the top. Right, so here we have some shanobeni. The shanobeni came from the back of my house. Yeah, right. So this morning I went and dig out some and planted some here. Before I didn't have any space, so now I have some space, so I planted. Right. This here is a Pollux zabuka, 2 Pollux zabuka plant. I did set it here, and later on I will carry down to the back to plant. Right, so we're going down. Also here I have I also have some next Pollux zabuka here. This one get big, and this one, all these here going to transplant down to the back maybe next before we do. Have some pepper here as well. This one is a bird pepper tree. The next one here, this one here you see here, it's supposed to be a cherry pepper tree. Yeah, cherry pepper tree. This one here is a jalapeno pepper. Yeah. Right, so on top I have some basil, not basil, sorry, parsley. Right, as you can see here, I have some parsley. Right, this is my parsley row. This is my second planting, but I just planted for Christmas. Well, for New Year's actually, because my wife said she wanted it, so I planted it. Right, anyway, going on. What next? Here, well, this is the Pride tomatoes. Here, right, this tomatoes here is 6 weeks old. I have maybe about 20, I think it's 24 plants. Yeah, 24 plants here. Alright, let me show you what I'm growing them in. I'm growing them in pots, old bucket. These buckets here is what I use for construction, and after they're not steady enough, I just take them and fill them up and use them to plant it. So we don't waste anything, right? I will tell you the soil in a bit. This is all the plants here. Right? So let me get a long view. So you can see how it's looking from this direction. Yeah, looking good. Seen it? They actually flowers on already, yeah, and it is 6 weeks. Well, actually going on this week, make it 7 weeks. Right, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the soil now. The soil here, you can see, I will show you this bucket here. I have some Pro Mix. This is the Pro Mix here, and I have some old pieces of wood that I get from an old tree in the back. So here what I just do. First, I just plant the tree with the Pro Mix, and then after I reach maybe about 3 to 4 weeks, I just cut, like any old tree fall in the back by me, I just cut them and put them to dry, and then they just make a kind of, they just rot, and when they start to rot, this is what they just create. See, they're like little chippings. See there? So after I done put the Pro Mix on, I just put this chipping on top. So this just keep the plant moist at all time, because here we don't get water too often. So I just keep it, and it is actually rot and keep the soil healthy and strong. Right, so as you can see, it's working. So this is 6 weeks. Now how I get the tomatoes so big, let me tell you what I do. Garlic, onion, potato, anything fig, anything that is fruits, vegetables, I have a bucket. I just rotten it in the bucket. Then when it get moist, I just take it and put it in a galvanize and let it dry. And when it dry, I just put it in the plants. Also, I just buy the blue corn, a $5 pack of blue corn, a $5 urea, and the limestone dust. You just get $5 or $6. I just buy that, and that is just to top it up. For insects now, it have something you could buy named as you, well, I just use something called Capra. It's $30 a small bottle. I just buy that, but I don't really use it. I don't really use it too often, right? As you can see, I spray like maybe every 3 weeks, and then just stick to the plants and go in, right? But a bottle does last me real long because I don't really. You see, when you plant in bucket, it is be easier, right? Due to this that they have no like patchwork sanding around that cut grass and wherever it is, so it will be much more easier and you can control it too. And this is this is just a small space, nothing big. As you can see, we're going down. See, nothing much. That's it there. And this is the back of my house. So I just put up some PVC. I just give this small, like as a factory, but I didn't get any factory. Anyway, we will talk about that in a minute, right? So you can see I have 4 PVC there, that is 10 feet. Right, I cut them so you got space. I don't want to run them in one line. They're gonna look kinda decent as well too. As you can see how it looks in there. Anyway, let me go back to the produce, right? So as you can see, this is the tomatoes. This is, I can't remember the name of this tomato, but it's a big tomato, but it's not the slicing one, but it's a real nice tomato. I pay I went DB when I go DB, and I buy these tomatoes, and I pay I think it was 3 for $2. 3 for $2, something like that. 3 for $2, or $10 a dozen, or something like that. Something, but it wasn't much, right? But as you can see, watch your flowers. You see there? Real healthy. Watch what you get on one. This is just one. Watch. Right, I have some down there already coming out there. You can see it, and you can see the plants real healthy. Now to the bottom leaf, there's dry. So you have to keep pulling up the bottom leaf for the plants to reach this height. A lot of people don't tell you that, but I did a farming course and I also have a farmer's badge. So, well, I had one. I don't really need it anymore, so I don't really go back and use it. Anyway, watch the height of this tomato. That is almost close to 7 feet there. And you can check the height. Watch, almost reaching the roof, as you can see, and all have flowers and all healthy. So you just need a little bit of, a little common sense and some ideas and things, and you go along. Well, I'll teach you fast as we go along. Okay? So as you can see here how it is. Actually I have 2 portions of tomatoes here. I planted one 6 weeks ago and the other I planted it 4 weeks ago. So the one to the front in the small bucket, these is actually 4 weeks going on 5 weeks, and the ones to the back is 6 weeks going to 7 weeks. So I have them like in steps. You don't plant all one time because sometimes your plants and them you don't get the amount you're expecting. So you always have a big amount. Not a big amount, a little excess time. So in case one tomato, I know I had these tomatoes separate, I didn't have them together like how it is here right now. The first 6 weeks, this was into the back, and the 4 weeks going on the 5 weeks here. This one here recently came up somewhere else due to, in case, the first portion I bought it from 2 different persons. So in case one, you see, when you're buying like plants, you don't buy all your plants at one person, because sometimes they have blight in their plant. Blight meaning that the plants have disease, and you buy all your plants and all your plants just get disease. So you buy separate and you try different people and you see which one is the best, and then from there you move on and you keep on purchasing from that person if the plants are healthy. But this person I buy from Pina, plants was real healthy, so I went back and buy the other dozen, right? So right, so we have, let me go back again here. We have Pollock Zabuka, that is the height. This was planted 2 months ago. We have bird pepper, cherry pepper, and jalapeno pepper. We have 2 Pollock Zabuka here. We have some Shadow Benny bandana here. Well, this was just put this morning. And we have some parsley. Alright, so we passing the tomatoes now. Oh, the next thing to write, these buckets here. These buckets here, you can get them any hardware. $15 so on. Now these little guys here, you see them here? This is a 9-inch pot. It have a wholesale place named E-Style and Sala. I went and buy 2 dozen of them buckets. I will show you this in a bit, right? Two dozen, right? As you can see there, 2 dozen. These buckets, and I paid $10 for one. So, and normal retail price is like about $12-13. So you're actually saving place, and they have a lot of pots. So people who into gardening and things, they need to go and check them out. East Style, they in Bungie Road. After, just remember, if you know what Flavor Ride is, ask anybody what Flavor Ride is. After Flavor Ride is about 3 to 4 buildings after. You must see the sign, big sign. That Chinese place, wholesale place, and they're real reasonable. I have been going here a long time because I just sell in the market, and I sell like wares and all these things as well. So I customer them. But giving you some hints here, you need to go and get stuff here if you need to buy wholesale, and the quality real good, real good. The last pot I buy from them, it lasts me about 2 years. Now you know it wouldn't, some does last longer according to what you buy, but it's according to how long you're using them for, because I want to pick up a pot and you see, when you see I pick it up, you see crack and break it in the hand and thing for it don't really make any sense, right? So every 2 years I just go and buy new ones. For me it make better sense. I want our plants, I just get out of them, it worth it. Right, anyway, so we have some, I think this is iceberg lettuce. Right, as you can see, well, the lettuce kind of scarce there because Christmas passed and we really eat. Right, so now you may see all that excess water in my own. I spray excess water in mine because we always only get water once a week here, right? So that is why I just spray. When I spray, I put excess water because sometimes 2-3 days I don't put water in my plants. Only if I have like water, well, I start doing something else here now. Right here, you can see the water. Right? So I start doing something totally different now. Actually, you see all these buckets here. The water came earlier on this morning. So we have all these buckets here. The water, the plants water does come by us like maybe once or twice, maybe sometime for the week. So these buckets are not using it at the moment, so I fill them up with water, and this water should last me about maybe 2 to 3 days water, because tomato is something you have to water at least maybe 2 to 3 times for the day if you could, or normally morning or evening. But tomatoes love water, so if you know it must have hot sun to don't water the tomato when rain falling, because it's going to get bacteria and disease, right? And as you can see, tomatoes and I'm real healthy, flowers and a lot. So you get a lot of tomatoes. Keep you updated on this. Right, so we're going down the road. So I have more lettuce. As I say, I'm done banding here, and here's I buy back some lettuce. This is a restart back of the lettuce. Same iceberg lettuce. Iceberg. I think it's iceberg, yeah. Not that sure, but it's the same one I custom eating. Right, so I restarted that. So this lettuce here will last more for the new year. Maybe have it about a week again. That's it, yeah. I didn't get any pack choil because I want to replant it back some pack choil. Normally I have 1 row of pack choil, 1 row of lettuce, but I didn't get any, so I buy one right now. Alright, so I just showing you right now. Doing a kitchen garden, not really hard. You just have to put your mind there when you know it's starting to be little. 1 bag of I bought 1 bag of Pro Mix, right? And in that Pro Mix it cost me $200. And then the salt and then cost me about $30. The caprid, that is why I use the disease, that cost about $32, $33. And well, the pans, that pans cost me about, so everything costs about $500 average. But this is the result. I know you have these things for a long period of time. Huh? The bigger buckets is construction buckets that I just use. And when they finish out and they get weary and they just take out the steel from them and just use them back and plant them, because construction bucket is very, very strong. Right, so we have this is a chili pepper. Now I'm going to tell you the story about this pepper. This pepper here about 4 months, and I think this is the last and final bearing. As you can see, come out real small. Right, I think this is the last. Still have 1 or 2 little flowers there. You can see the flowers there. Still have 1 or 2, not much, but a good tree. So for 4 months, I get real pepper out of this tree. Right, this is a cayenne pepper. This is a cayenne pepper tree. Right now, this is my cherry tree. This cherry tree was planted, I think it was 2 weeks after that one. And cherry, well, you see cherry pepper, they are still coming out, very healthy. Tree is very, very healthy and a lot of pepper. Right? I think this is the last. This is about 3.5 months already. Well, let me just take this 4 months here we're talking about is how much pepper I get out of the tree. So this pepper tree is about maybe about 7 months. This one is about 6 months and it's still bearing. Because how we take care of your plants, right? As you can see, it's healthy still, green, and a lot of pepper, cherry pepper, right? And when these peppers ripe, they just real cut. Right, so we have this is the jalapeno pepper. This one and the cayenne pepper was purchased together, so the both are in the 7 months. We're still getting little something small, nothing to talk about. You can see it. Yeah, you fall now, but this is the size we're getting right now. But it's getting bigger, real big, but it plant get old, so you have to expect that. Right, still flowers in a little bit. You can see there. Yeah, still flowers, huh? And this is the sweetheart here. See this? I had this bird pepper tree for nearly 10 months now. This was the first tree I ever planted. Right, bird pepper. A house without a bird pepper tree and without a kitchen garden, you do have a bird pepper tree, something wrong. Something really wrong. Right, so as you can see there, my bird pepper tree. And it's still being, we still getting pepper. Actually leaf and I'm starting to change, so maybe I might get next running. Maybe I get my last month again, but what I expect for 10 months, actually for 6 months straight or 7 months straight, I get good pepper from this tree, so no complaints. I'm going to plant back one maybe next 2 weeks in a different bucket, so that one will be the new starting. So maybe for maybe around March month, yeah, should have good pepper back up and running, right? This is the lettuce here. Well, this lettuce, as you can see, they're kind of overgrown, but they're still good because they don't have no chemical and they don't have no bitter taste. So you can eat it till it reach up and ready to flowers. Yeah, I just eat it until it ready to flower. Not actually quite up, but was sometime 1 or 2 reach flowers, and I picked the bottom corner. It was actually good. It wasn't bitter. So as I say, you don't need much thing, right? The same thing inside here is the Promex, and any bad lettuce, rotten lettuce, I just take it out, break it up, and throw it back into the mix there, right? So I don't waste anything. Everything just go back into the mix, right? And as you can see, how healthy everything is from here, right? And once you take care of your plants, you water them at least twice a day, and you make sure you check them. They will give you a lot, right? Now, here is my scythe. Now we got all these scythe for Christmas, and this is the last year. Right now the head and thing we didn't replant it because it was it was real old, and this is the size we was getting. So we didn't get that anyway yesterday as well, and we went to purchase, so we're going to get some of that this week here. Now, well, next year, Louis, next year, right? But today is what, the 29th, right? So this is the kitchen garden so far what I have. Now I have green fig down to the back. I will do our next video with that. I have coconut down in the back. I have sabokachi that I replanted, and that's a passion fruit tree. I don't have much thing down to the back because I have some wood going on there. So we'll take a check on that on our next video. Right, so let me show you. Now this is what I purchased yesterday. This is back for melon jam. Right, as you can see, yesterday I purchased this and I planted them yesterday evening. Now this is the rest of the pot. I have about maybe 6 or 8 pot again, and that is going to put some of that stuff that I'm going to purchase next week. Right, so this is bygone here. And this is just the second of bygone. This is yesterday planting. Right, and you can see how it's looking. I planted late in the evening. I planted about 5 o'clock, and I watered it one time. Right, I watered the soil before I planted, and I also throw a little bit of limestone in it and a little bit of the blue corn. Right, as you can see the blue corn there. Seen it there? Yeah. Right, so as I say, you don't need much thing, just about a $5 stuff or $5 or $6 per pack, and you use little bit, and every 2 weeks you use it, so you don't really need much. Right, and I also had some fertilizer that I made with potato, onion, and garlic, and banana skin, and apple, and all these things, and it dry, and I mashed up and put it in there. Right, so that will keep the fertilizer a little more healthy. Right, and on this side here now, we have some jalapeno peppers. Right? You can see flowers in already, and I ain't even do nothing. This is only about maybe about 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks. But you see, I still care it, huh? So I can see them little flowers. Yeah, see? Yeah, let's take good care of my plants. That's one thing. I take care of this side, I take care of my baby. My children, the same man, let's take care of this. Alright, you see them? Now this one here is some little ones that are hatch. Right? They had 3 that are hatch, and I was just trying to hatch back. Let's see if they will come out, and this is the condition so far. But this is only about a week and 2 weeks. These here is about 3 weeks going on 4 weeks. And you can see the flowers in already. Yeah, all these is jalapeno peppers. Right? So I'll show you my jalapeno peppers. Right? Actually I have an excess tank here. This tank here was used for watering plants. Right? So in case we just get water twice a week, maybe 3 times. So I have 1, 2, I have 3 tanks. That is for the house. And I have this tank just to take care of my plants. But due to how water has come now, actually set up fully bucket on to help to cut down using the tank, because we could use the tank water for something else. Alright, so I hope you enjoy my video. Hope you subscribe and like to my channel. Alright, as you can see there. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Not sure what it's going to be as yet, but time to change up the video style, and a lot of people asking for videos after my local show. So a lot of people was watching my local show. I mean, let me give you a story. You see, back in the days when I was doing them local show, then nothing was on, right? And we was actually the first set of people that did local show, and at that time it was really popular. Trust me, it was really popular, right? We sold a lot of copies and a lot of people knew us. And last time that was over about 15 years ago, so 10 years ago. So anyway, this is the end of my kitchen garden video. Please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I will see you all here in the next video. Bye.